Restorer hive detected. Rogue defender drone detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Rogue bombardier drone detected.
Here we go.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. 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 When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Will you find me? Hope you find me. When the sunrise, when the
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Righto champs, before we get stuck in, welcome to all you beautiful creepy subscribers. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, pull your finger out and give that sub button a click. Also, make sure you hit the like button on this video, because it does some weird sciencey shit in the background of the YouTube algorithm and actually helps the video pop up in searches. And in turn, that helps the channel grow. Let's keep it going, 10k subs, here we come. Any and all support is super appreciated. So this build is a must-have for you and your team to farm the hunters on level 100 of the summit. This is a support build that will stop the hunters in their track, and their jammers will do nothing to you. Is there a faster method? Yeah. The overcharged oxidizer is still the fastest method in the game to kill the hunters. But if you use that, you kill all the hunters and then you need to start from floor 1 again and grind all the way to the top. This build and the method I'm going to show you is different and will allow you and your friends to farm it over and over again. Get that god tier loot, level up multiple SHD levels in just minutes, even with 8 directives. This build is the brainchild of my mates Equipped and Fom. Shout out to those guys. A couple of top blokes that are always willing to help others and think up brand new builds. Also a shout out to my mate Scarecrow that posted this build last week. He's fresh to the YouTube side of things and likes to play around with some super unorthodox builds. So check the link below, head over and show him some love. Righto champs, before we actually look at the build, let's quickly go over this farming method. Team up with a group of 4, that's the best way to do this, but 3 players will work. Clear the first room with standard skill builds. If everyone's skill builds up to par, you'll clear this in about 3 minutes or so. Then proceed to the next room to face off against the hunters. Everyone else other than you should have on full DPS builds. Get the DPS players to spread out and the support build sits at the door. Depending how aggressive the hunters are, this should take probably 2 to 5 minutes to clear. Pro tip to the DPS players, don't shoot the hunters in the other room or peek. Doing this scares the hunters and will stop them from rushing the doorway. When the hunters rush, I foam them and the DPS players can put the hunters to bed. Now in a team of 4 players you'll get 5 hunters. Once 4 are killed and there's 1 left, one person from the group grabs their gear fast and leaves. Why is that? Because they will keep the floor 100 checkpoint. Then you can either wait for the last hunter to push or you can push him. Once the remaining team has cleared that last hunter, you get a shit ton of XP, over 1.7 mil. It only takes 700k XP to level up a Shade Watch, so that's nearly 3 whole SHD levels in one go. And with the XP from actually killing the hunters, that will take you over the 3 levels. Plus all that legendary god tier loot. Once you've picked up all the gear, join the player that left and rinse and repeat. Take it in turns of leaving so everyone gets a turn at that massive chunk of XP. Now, quick side note champs, sometimes the hunters don't like to push. We found that moving to the very back of the room encourages them to push up. So if you feel like it's taking too long for them to actually rush, try moving to the back of the room for 10 seconds or so and see how it works out. So now we've got the method down pat, what support build do we need to make this so easy? Here it is champs, the build. 0 reds, 1 blue, 5 skill tiers, 913k armor. 4-piece Eclipse Protocol, 1-piece Golem, and the Vile Mask. We're going to be using Survivalist Specialization for 3 reasons. The armor kit, which will heal everyone nearby. We also get 10% protection from elites, which stops those hunters one-tapping us with their skills or their guns. But the main reason is to give our teammates that additional 10% damage to targets with a status effect. The primary gun that we're going to be using is the Scorpio. Why? Because it's still so OP. Each shot we land applies a status effect, and this also will proc our backpack talent too. Remember champs, those Scorpio statuses will stack, so if other players are using it too, you'll hit that bonus damage super quick. Secondary is the Grudge. I don't really use it, but it does work great with status effect builds. The pistol is the TDI card for that skill tier, and the talent, Perpetuation. Headshots will grant 50% status damage and duration to the next status effect applied. It's not essential to use, the Scorpio does the trick. Righto champs, now to the build. The mask is one of the exotics, and it's the Vile. It comes with a skill tier, status effect, and hazard protection, and we've got it modded with a disrupt resistance mod. We do have 100% disrupt resistance, so the Hunter's Jammer won't prevent us from using our skills. The talent on this piece is Toxic Delivery. Status effects deal a debuff and do damage over time. The chest piece is the Eclipse Protocol. We have the 4-piece of Eclipse, so our bonuses are 15% status, 15% skill haste, 30% hazard, and indirect transmission. Your status effect now spreads on kill to all enemies within 10 meters and refreshes 50% of the duration. And because we've got the chest piece talent active, that increases it to 15 meters and 75% duration. Super handy if by some chance you get a few hunters rushing all at once. We have a skill tier, hazard protection, and I've gone with a protection from elites mod. The holster is Eclipse with a skill tier and hazard protection. Knee pads, Eclipse Protocol, skill tier and hazard protection. The gloves, Eclipse, skill tier and hazard protection. And the last piece is a Golem backpack. We get the 1-piece bonus, which is 10% status effect. It's got armor, armor regen, and status effect, and I've modded it with a protection from elites mod. Now, ideally we'd want another roll of hazard protection here, but we work with what we've got. The talent you want on this backpack is opportunistic. Shooting a hostile with a shoddy amplifies the damage that they take by 10% from all sources for 5 seconds. So we proc this with the Scorpio and the rest of our team deals more damage. Easy peasy, right? Righto, so we'll take a look at the skills, and I've just popped outside the shooting range so we can see the actual cooldowns. So our DPS players know where all the hunters are at all times, use the scanner pulse. The cooldown is 16 seconds, but the duration is nearly 18 seconds, so it's active all the time. The main skill that you want though is the Riot Foam. We get 7 chems, ensnare duration is nearly 14 seconds, but I feel like that is reduced a little bit in legendary content. On our stat sheet, damage wise, it's nothing crazy. Remember, we're a support status build. But if you head down a bit, we do have 35% protection from elites, 90% hazard protection across the board, but we do have 100% disrupt resistance. This stat on the build is key to stop those hunters jamming you. It's a super easy build to put together, champs, and this is a must-have build if you want to farm floor 100 hunters on legendary with 8 directives over and over and over again. Just a reminder, one player must leave before that last hunter is killed, or you'll have to start all over again because you'll lose your checkpoint. Huge thanks again to Equipped, FOM and Scarecrow for this build. All the music on my channel is proudly brought to you by artlist.io. They're not a paid sponsor, it's just a website that I'm a member of, and their music is insanely good. It helps me and thousands of others create stunning videos with the best royalty-free music and sound effects. Artlist.io. And that's it for me on this one, champs. Drop a comment below about whatever. Any feedback, build questions, suggestions, or ideas, you know I'm easy. Help yourself and the channel, make sure that you've hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload new content. So, did you like it? Then smash that like button, and if you didn't, you can press the dislike. But remember, to support me and the channel, hit that sub button and become a creepy subscriber. And I'll catch you all in the next one, champions. I'm Plum out.